In the summer months of 2017, I was traveling through the magical post-Soviet lands of Belarus and Russia. After a quick staycation in Novosibirsk, I decided to start making my way down to some of the mysterious lands of Central Asia. Instead of paying for a $250 flight ticket, I decided to cheap out and only spend $30 to $40 on a train ticket instead. First, I would hop into the Russian city of Omsk and walk around for one day, taking in the sights and sounds of this small city on the border with Kazakhstan. Then from Omsk, I would take a train across the Russian border into Kazakhstan. In theory, I expected a quick 8-hour journey by train, but in reality, it was closer to 15 hours because the train would stop and start frequently. This included a thorough passport check and interview on both sides of the border, one with Russia and one with Kazakhstan.
And going from Russia into Astana, they check your passport twice. So once you leave the Russian border, they simply ask me, like, where am I from? Who do I know? Why am I in Russia? And then once I arrived in Kazakhstan, once again, what am I doing in Kazakhstan, etc., etc.
Luckily, I made it safely to Kazakhstan, checked into my hotel, and immediately started exploring the capital.
What's up? Leo here in Astana, Kazakhstan. I just arrived a few hours ago, and I arrived into my hotel. I'm in the center, so let me just show you around.
When I traveled to Kazakhstan in 2017, the capital was called Astana, which translates to capital in the Kazakh language. But after the death of the former president Nursultan Nazarbayev, it was renamed to his name Nursultan. If you've had a chance to visit Dubai, then Nursultan feels incredibly similar. Or if you thought that Kazakhstan was a backwater country, as portrayed in Borat, then prepare to be blown away.
This city is loaded with really nice, beautiful buildings that were just recently built, so let's go ahead and show you.
Taking a taxi from the train station through the city, you feel that everything is new. The roads are wide, the buildings have only recently been completed, and this is almost like an architectural playground of the newest designs. Fun fact, the city master plan was created by a famous Japanese architect, Kisho Kurokawa.
Once again, it is a developed city. The architect actually of this place planned the city to be pre-made, like Brasilia in Brazil and apparently Canterbury in Australia.
Honestly, there wasn't much cultural architecture or feel to the city. It's exactly like Dubai, new, spaced out, and with no important historical moments other than more construction. But in a novel, futuristic way, Nursultan is beautiful because it shows how a modern city is built when it has almost unlimited funds and an upward economic momentum. Almaty was originally the capital of Kazakhstan, but supposedly the former president of Kazakhstan wanted to build a closer base to Russia for economic purposes. The majority of the Kazakh income is derived from the extraction and export of oil. As oil continued to appreciate in value, more money flowed into Kazakh banks, allowing for massive spending projects. While exploring the city of Nursultan, you definitely won't miss the sight of their gigantic mosques. At night, the lighting is intense enough to really warrant curiosity. Kazakhstan began as a region of nomadic tribes, which was assimilated into the Islamic religion. Then it was conquered by the Mongol Empire, then going back to the Islamic rule and eventually being conquered by the Russian Tsarist Empire. Eventually, under Soviet communist rule, religion was forcefully suppressed until ultimately returning back to its Islamic heritage after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Nursultan is an artificially beautiful place. If you intend to walk around like I did, then get comfortable walking shoes and try coming here on a warm day. Despite being located in Central Asia, the weather of Nursultan is closer to the freezing Siberian Russian climate, so check the weather before you come. Once again, the landscape is novel, futuristic, and rapidly being built, so within 3 to 5 years, Nursultan might become even more high-tech than it is now, as long as the cost of oil is strong. After a brief 2 days in this rapidly growing and developing city, it was time to head to this historic capital in the south of Kazakhstan called Almaty or Almata. But this time, instead of taking another 15-hour train, I simply hopped on a 1.5-hour flight.
So if I continue making videos, I'll continue connecting them, and I'll see you in the next video. Salute.